Greetings, fellow mayors. This is Captain Obvious, and welcome back to the Masterclass series for new and veteran players to help improve their city building and city management skills. And we've returned to Hanami Bay, and to recap the previous episode, what we did was we did a little bit of detailing. So we have our tram and bus station here, or tram and bus stops here, and what we did was we just decorated it a little bit right here in the middle. And I've also designed this. We filled in the little space here in our roundabout. I think that looks pretty neat. So this is an actual building, and while everything around it are assets that we placed in. And the other location that we designed was over here, another tram bus stop. So this is quite popular. We have a lot of people hanging out here waiting for the transportation to arrive. And we also did another stop on this end. So that's what we did in the previous episode, and I must say that I did enjoy doing that, and we dedicated an entire episode for that. And I also converted this into a roundabout, and we've also decorated in the middle. So what happened was the traffic here dissipated eventually after adding in this roundabout, but we do have some traffic on this end. So in today's episode, I want to discuss like something that is rarely talked about in City Skylines is when do you decide to fix traffic and when do you ignore traffic. So for instance, if we look at our traffic flow right now, we're at 90% traffic flow, right? In a sense, that is pretty darn good. Hitting near 90 is like perfect. If it goes 85, that's okay. But if you start going under 80, then now that's something you need to deal with. So right now, sitting at 90, I could just ignore it. However, there is a reason why I need to fix traffic, especially on this end. So if we look here, right? So I would fix this, and the reason why I will fix this traffic is because I have developed both sides of the main road right here, or our arterial. So since both sides are already pretty much for the most part finalized, then this traffic here will always be here. No matter how far away the city goes, this traffic will always remain. So this is why I kind of need to fix this, regardless of the fact that our traffic flow is near 90. I could ignore it, I could come back to it later, but I'm just informing of when should you like not ignore traffic. So if you look on this end, right, you see a lot of traffic here as well. However, I'm gonna choose to ignore this one. This one I will ignore, while the other one I will fix. So the reason why I am going to ignore this is because this side of the street is not developed. So if I fix this, right, and then let's say I develop this one, then traffic may occur again, or different circumstances will create new traffic. Therefore, it is kind of like a waste of time if you try to remedy this. So with that said, so how do I fix this one? Right, so like when do you put a roundabout and whatnot? So for here, so if we observe the actual traffic, it's happening because of this right here, right? So this traffic here, this one was actually fixed. This is a five-way intersection, by the way. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what I did was I reduced that number by converting some of the roads. So this one is now a tram only. Therefore, trams will only go through here occasionally. And this one here, this is a special service road and with bus only. So only service vehicles like this is a hearse, right? So hearse, police, and whatnot will only pass through here, and buses. So therefore, this is now just a three-way intersection. So it looks like this has traffic, but this is not the cause of the traffic. The traffic is here. So in the previous episode, what I did was I tried to make it into a one-way road and to see if that will fix it, or we may have to do or try to do something else. So after some careful looking into this, so what is the traffic coming from? It's coming from here. These are a lot of this is an outside connection train, so a lot of passengers will eventually come down, and when they do come down, you can see there's gonna be a lot of vehicles going through here, right? There's gonna be a lot of vehicles going through here, a lot going there. Right now it's dissipating because there's no passengers coming down yet. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to flip the direction of the road to the other side. So what happens now is instead of more vehicles going out, right? So because people from here, they want to travel the city. All the passengers here, they want to travel the city. Some of them will take the tram, some of them will take the bus, right? But others will want to drive. So what I want to do is I want to reduce their options. I want to reduce their options of driving and just taking the transportation. So this one, what I did here is because this was going out, this gave them the opportunity to exit, right? Gave them the option to exit. So if you look around here, there is no other way to get on this arterial or on this main road. So as you can see, look, we're playing real time and then the traffic is slowly dissipating immediately because we are reducing the amount of people leaving. So as you can see now, it's like real time, it's getting clearer. So what other traffic is there here that you want to fix? For instance, this one. This is another issue. I mean, it may not seem like it. You don't see it like immediately, but you can see that there are hiccups of cars here. So how will you fix this one? So vehicles are coming here, right? And they're going this way, they're going that way. They're coming from different directions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, or we are going to use the one-way road again. And so here, because a lot of vehicles are going this way, and you can see that they're taking this route, right? All of them wants to take here, which brings them closer to exit that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce that option of vehicles driving there. So I'm going to flip this to the other side. So now vehicles from here cannot go in this direction. So let's see if let's say the traffic here will be, fixed. So you can see here on this end, it's very clear now. We've only been doing this for like 7 minutes and whatnot. So here it's pretty clean here. Let's see some of the vehicles. Okay, they're trying to figure their way. They're going this way. We still have some, but it is significantly reduced. There was like a long line here of vehicles. So sometimes the traffic solution is very easy, but it's a matter of like understanding where you need to fix traffic and not just kind of waste your time there. So this end, as you can see, I did not do anything. I just let the game run. You saw there was a lot of traffic here, but now it is reduced. This one here, this also had a lot of traffic, and it kind of remedied itself, and that will be pretty much the same here. All right, let's do like a little bit more transportation management. So I created, also in the previous episode, we started using underground metro. In all my other cities, I do not use it, but to be realistic, I will show like the best way, or tips on where to put it. So for this one, I have a cross subway station. So we have a road here, or I mean a possible path here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create one on this end. So let's go ahead and find an underground. I'm gonna go for this one, large underground metro station, and we can just slap it on this end. Boom. So now I can connect it up, and this one can go in this direction as well. So let me go ahead and just connect that. This is so weird. I don't know why it's doing that. It's behaving, is misbehaving. Okay, that was a little painful, but we were able to fix it. So now all I need to do is just drag this, and we're gonna put it on this end. Then we're just gonna create new stops here. So just click. Okay, there we go. So now we have new stops, and it also goes on that end. So now after we look back, you can see again the traffic here is completely gone. Look at that. And we didn't do anything drastic like making roundabouts, making underground tunnels. Sometimes it's just understanding like which direction the vehicles will go. So now, since the people here, right, the passengers from this station, so instead of them going out and trying to drive their way to their location, they can't go this way. Their only choice is to go all the way in this route to exit here. But with that, along the way, there's like different options. You can ride a train, you can ride a bus, you can ride a metro station, or you can also ride this other elevated metro station. So we give them a lot of options instead of just driving. There's one other thing that I want to fix, which is on this side. So if we look here, if you look at our tram, let me just relocate this. So this tram stop, you notice there are actually two. So these are two stacking trams. So if you look at it, there is actually no problem, right? There is no issue here. However, like there's the trams don't stack on top of each other. But it looks like there's way too many people waiting. I think that's concerning. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change that by we are going to create the other stop on the other side instead. So let me just delete this. I know I fixed this already, but I think it'll be a lot better towards the end or after we finish this. Okay, this looks like the same exact size, more or less. All right, so now let's just decorate inside. For here, I want to try to do something different. So for instance, we're going to try to use an asset. So these ones. So this has like you can put in between, right? Let's find a location where here. So let's say I put it here. So it has assets on both sides. So we're gonna try using this. So I'm trying to like create different designs for my stops. So unfortunately, it's going to wreck everything here. I wonder if I could like reserve them. Okay, now let's just try to find an appropriate location. So here, if I place one here, I don't want to put double. So as much as possible, I want to put in the middle instead. Oh, you know what? If I did this, and then I have to delete this building, of course. Yeah, I actually like that. You know, it may not even be necessary to put anything in there. All I need to do is just zone in another commercial area here. So I will zone this, and then we can decorate this side. So I think I can resume the simulation. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. This one spawning the same exact building. This one I wanted to spawn something else. Okay, I think I like this a lot better. Let's go ahead and just delete this one. This one here is no longer necessary. And let's fix up our paths. It's not actually perfect, but that's alright. It's fine. And now, for the final touches, we just need to relocate our trams. Grab one there. Oh, this one actually needs to stay here. I think it's this one that needs to move. Okay, there you go. So now we don't have stacking tram stops. There should be less passengers here. Now there you go. Less passengers waiting here. Less passengers waiting there, so that there's no confusion. People will not get on the wrong bus or the wrong tram. So everybody should be happy. And yep, so this one will, again, the traffic is building up here, but that's all right. Once I kind of filled in this part, then we can like decide how to also remedy this area. This one here is absolutely perfect. We don't need to do anything further. And yep, so that is how you kind of decide when not to fix traffic. So in the end, I think we're back down to 80 something, 87, 88. Yep, but eventually again this will dissipate just like the last time.